After 2 days, he departed for Galilee. So 2 days later, he goes now. I mean, he was on his way to Galilee because of what happened. That the Pharisees hearing that he's baptizing, actually not he, but the disciples, and now staying there for extra 2 days, and now going to. Luckily, he had no watch and time schedule or anything. He had to be in a certain place. Yes, he had to be at a certain place and a certain time for the festivals, all the different festivals he's going to attend there in Jerusalem. But now, I mean, in this case, 2 days is 2 days. So. Verse 44, for Jesus himself had testified that a prophet has no honor in his hometown. Now this is in brackets, right? This is kind of a saying, an idiom we have as well, that you don't have honor in your hometown. I think most missionaries kind of understand that concept because you grew up in front of the people like, but I know you, I know that guy and all the things he did wrong in his life or whatever. It's like, yeah, right. Okay, so this is in brackets here, so not part of the original. Yeah, Jesus himself is going to say it in other gospels. So it's not a, but it contrasts then the people there with the people in Samaria. Okay, again, this contrast between where Jesus grew up and the people hated by the Jews, the Samaritans, in this village. So when he came to Galilee, verse 45, so when he came to Galilee, the Galileans welcomed him, having seen all that he had done in Jerusalem at the feast. For they too had gone to the feast. So here he comes to Galilee. Now, the previous verse said that, okay, so they didn't, well, I mean, again, as I said, it's in brackets, but so Jesus knows in the heart of people. He was in Jerusalem. What did he do there? What did they see? They saw him chase out everyone from the temple. Okay, that in that case it was a sign, but it's not a miracle, a sign like that. It was more authority. Jesus did this, right? And what else happened in there? And so they saw that. Now they are believing because of that. But because of that one verse that the prophet is not accepted in his hometown, we kind of know, we kind of already see that they are only believing in because of what they saw, right? They're not accepting him, unlike, in contrast to the Samaritans who believed by the word, right? And that he's the savior of the world, them included, not just them and the Jews, but everyone else. I mean, wow. But at the same time, okay, this is now these guys that they saw, and those guys were heard, and those guys accepted, and these guys ultimately kind of believe, but they are going to reject him. They saw and they believe now, but they're going to reject him. So that insert that the prophet is now already points towards the fact that ultimately they're going to reject him. And we know that they are going to reject him, that his own people rejected him, even his own family. Later on, like for example, in the Gospel of Mark, oh, he's mad or something like that, right? And went to get him, and I don't know where they wanted to take him home to sleep or something like that, to feed him or whatever.